Hey Mark, it's Trace. How you doing? Hope everything's good. Looks like you had another good week here, so we will take you through it here in just a sec. You can see right now that you are at a -2 TSB, which is great. That's exactly where we want. Perfect for this time of year. Probably, I'd say by January 10th or so, we're going to be shooting to have this up to maybe -3, -4, something like that. So that's all good. Everything's looking good there. If we just take a look here at your week this week, so you had you stayed really strong pretty much most of the week. A lot of the guys that I'm coaching right now are pretty low, during the week itself, and then, they're trying to get in big rides indoors during the weekend. But you've definitely, I mean, you can see here your training stress balance went down to -5 on the 18th and 19th, so that would be what, Saturday and Sunday, and just it's a good thing. And I think the most you recovered up to was here positive. That looks like about +3. And that's on your day off. So that's great. Awesome. And here again, we're seeing you're seeing your good hits here, 64, 53, especially when okay, so you got an hour here, and you're almost doing one training stress point per minute. So your training stress score was 53 there, 64, nice big one on the 17th, and then you kind of backfilled whatever. So yeah, this is looking good, looking really good. If we back out over the last 30 days, you can see here, if I almost can draw a line here and just show that even if we hide if we can show your chronic training stress load, you can see how that's trending upwards too. So again, it's just this time of year, just kind of moving you up very gradually, slowly, taking care of that knee, letting your body adapt. And then the other thing too is, my hope is that by doing this, we're also not going to be, if you have when you have pain in your knee or something like that, what will happen is you'll overcompensate with other muscle groups and other parts of your legs or whatever, knees, and and so you can start seeing problems on other parts of your body too, because you're trying to make up and you're working muscles harder to give the other ones a break. So awesome. So for the week, 264, which is pretty much, I mean, it's basically the same as you were last week. Maybe 5 more minutes on the bike would have got you that 270, but so that's not to worry about. Your 20-minute peaks way back up this week from last week, so that's good. And we're seeing all of that holding exactly where we should be. If we look at monthly, back 90 days, let's see what we got here. So not even done with December, and you're going to be way over in training stress points for that, so that's good. That was your September was your month off, which is right around here. You can see your training stress balance came way back up. But check it out. I mean, you can see here how this is definitely. I mean, we're it's sort of like flying a jetliner, man. We are just slowly accelerating this thing and climbing it smoothly and steadily up. So that's great. Let's see. Let's go back to last 30 days or so. Isn't it nice to not have this thing crashing every like 20 seconds or whatever? That's fantastic. Most of your power has been in the endurance tempo ranges here, and so you've got a spattering of stuff over in the 340s, 350s, and your heart rate has been holding in the endurance tempo, and then it's kind of evenly dispersed between all of these higher end, which is all just what we would think. The interesting thing too is you really focus your cadence here too. You can see your cadence is being focused in these areas here only, and you don't do much other than that. So that's very good. I really like the high cadence stuff. I think it's good for a lot of reasons. I think it's good for your core. I think it also helps your knee by holding a higher cadence like that too. So that's good. Let's see. You can see your training stress by day and intensity factor here. So you can see you're getting these hard rides in, and you can see how that's kind of stair-stepping up a little bit too each day. And time and zones, here we go again. So we have the good active recovery, endurance, and then these basically split each other. Thresholds a little bit more too, so that's good. And definitely good. If we look at your the week last week, you can see tempo and threshold are about the same. So that's good, and that's that. Those are those VO2 V1 workouts, which are great. And let's see. Obviously, if we go back 30 days, you can see you and me both, and all of us poor suckers we're all stuck indoors. It's kind of funny in Denver here. It's been it's been clear, but so cold that there's no way you could go outside. Or now we've got like a foot of snow out there, and it's going to be 50 degrees today, so it'll be warming up. But there's no way you can get out and ride on that. So that's just the way it is this time of year. So just one of the things we just get through and sit on the trainer and get through it. Okay, so let's take a look at how everything's gone here. Let's start on your Monday ride. This is your weights and spin. Very good. So there are your weights, and everything is good there, looking good. And then your spin, holding very, very even power and heart rate. Everything's looking good there. Totally awesome. Wednesday, this is your VO2 V1. So I went ahead and marked your laps here, and I was pretty pumped about that too, because I'm seeing big numbers. 317 on this first 5-minute set, 333, 332, 333, and if I go down here, 335. Let me see if I can stretch that out. I don't see any red flags here. Nice smooth acceleration. So you're doing really, really, really good. Notice your power is building on each set, and I'm not seeing any of the spikes that that actually most of the time I see. And I was even doing some sets similar to this myself yesterday, and I had to catch myself because I was doing the big spike at the beginning. It's just kind of one of the things where you're telling yourself, okay, hard set, and then you hammer into it instead of just gradually building your power into it. So, and efficiency factor way over 2 on all of these, which is great. And this one here, we know lap 10, that was more of a just kind of get it in to have it done kind of thing. So that the fact that this went under 2.0 is no big deal, especially when I look at your max heart rate 162 and your average, everything's good there. So doing good, man. This is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and continue this this week too. I know these are hard. You're getting some seriously good work, but holding it back to 3 minutes is going to be good. And I'll talk a little bit about our schedule here this week too. So, and then what I did here on Thursday, I did a couple samples, sample 1, 2, and 3, just to make sure that you are not losing efficiency, due to fatigue from the day before or whatever. That's one of the ways I can kind of keep track of, is that VO2 V1 workout too hard for you, or should I be adding more recovery in between the sets, to see basically how your efficiency is being handled here. And this is a good sign. So here on your very first, that's the entire workout. Let me check that real quick. Oops. Always forget which button that is. Okay, so you started out 1.9, went down to 1.74, and then back up to 1.81. So you got warmed up, started out good, and your middle part there went down just a tad, but I mean 1.74 between 1.9 is only going to be like a 3% efficiency loss. It's tiny, so nothing. And then at the very end, back up to 1.81. So again, this proves to me that you're handling those VO2 workouts. That's fine, very good. And then you're also getting this good, hard tempo style of work to add to it. So we're adding onto it. And then Friday, again, more weights and spin, everything good there. A nice long 2-set ride here, an hour and a half of work. And these were your 2 main sets here, and they were 10-minute sets. And you can see, look at that, dude, awesome. 310, oh yeah, love that, totally love that. And efficiency between set 1 and 2, same, basically the same. So very good, really good there. And I think that I believe that workout was good for 75 training stress points. So that's a big one. And then Sunday, this is our long slow endurance. And so we took a couple of sets here, and these are the 12 minutes at 225, 225. So again, that's your efficiency factor. Look at that. Between there and there, everything's set. Everything's just basically the same. So, dude, you're handling these great, and you're not getting overtrained or anything else. I think and you can see that we're bringing up your chronic training load and your acute training load in such a way that you're going to be able to handle everything coming up here. So, and of course, those VO2 workouts are basically just shortened versions of the FTPs. So maybe we'll probably have those FTPs back in by mid-January or so, something like that. So for your week here, let's see what we got. Now, because it's Christmas week and all that, basically I made free choice, the 24th and 25th. So we could definitely take a recovery week this week and not feel guilty about it at all. My thought was to do VO2 W1 just like you did, and add back in a little bit harder tempo here, and then take the weights and spin off of Friday and do another tempo. So you're going to have basically one hard day here, and then another couple of days of tempo, and then Saturday we can make Saturday and Sunday with Christmas and everything else free choice. So if you want to take it off, even get 20 minutes on, that's okay, because all of the hard work will be taken care of here. So and then kind of looking out long term, we still have we're still marking, this is the the off season here, and right now we've got you 40% on the TT bike, and that's going to stay. I think that'll stay through the whole year. And again, just trying to alternate sitting up and in your TT position, mostly for sanity. And then so basically we're starting again. I'm just calling the season start, and so we're going to be cutting back a little bit on the weights and adding more tempo in. So you'll see that mostly on Monday and Fridays. You're going to see we'll just have you just cut back a little bit on the weights and take the time that you were using on the weights and adding them back into tempo on your Friday ride. So, and then again, all of this stuff here is going to stay the time on the TT bike. So, yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good for you. Again, don't worry too much about Saturday and Sunday. We'll just how it is. There's a lot of running around and everything else going on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So, just make family a priority, and if your training stress for the week is down, even 50%, no big deal. I mean, you can see here if we go back, you definitely do for a lighter week would not kill you at all. So you can see, you've had basically, even if I go back 90 days, you had since 10/20, so October 20th, you've had consistent, climbs upwards. So having a recovery week is not going to kill you. So very happy. This is awesome. Loving everything you got. We'll just keep taking care of you, man, and it's going to be a great year. I love how you've been keeping everything throttled back and starting to show, because we're definitely seeing these great peaks coming up, and those 330 watt power sessions. Those are they are a sign of things to come for you. So anyway, take care, buddy. Love you, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, man.